Hello my friends, William Poloniak here at Whole Health Foundation. Tonight I'm going to make a very small batch of juice with mostly carrots, 1 cucumber and a few other ingredients. Let's look at those ingredients. My ingredients for this juice is the cucumber, 3 tomatoes, 1/2 of a bell pepper, the tops from 3 beets, and carrots. So let's start making juice. Now I'm going to make enough juice to fill 2 of these ball jars with carrot pulp and the other greens. And we'll start by feeding in some carrots. Now I want to point out again I'm doing mostly carrots and I'm using 2 ball jars for the pulp. And I want to point out that I'm using the front-loading feed tube, which does a better job than any other feed tube on the market. And the reason for that is you can actually see in here. Let's pull this forward so we can take a better look. Without leaning over, you can see in here to see what a good job it does. So the first thing I'm going to do is plug in the thermometer and start feeding in carrots. I'll put the cucumber next. A couple of tomatoes. A little bit of bell pepper. And a little more carrot. Now because my container is full, I'm going to switch containers. And my temperature is above 20, so I'll put in 3 ice cubes to cool down the cutter and the feed tube. Next I'll put in the beet tops. Now because my container is full, I've decided to use a 3rd container because I want a little more carrot in this juice mix. The next thing I'm going to do is mix all 3 of these together because I want a homogeneous mix when I actually put the pulp into cloths. Now to make this easier to mix, I'm going to pour it all in this larger bowl and mix it in here. I'm going to crack the cloths on the side of the table and then separate them and start making juice. Now we have a very small batch of juice, only 6 cloths full, so we'll put the first 2 filled cloths in the press, and while we're doing that, we'll fill the last cloth. And I'm going to take a spatula to get the rest of that pulp out of there. Now normally I would wait for this to be droplets. It's almost there now, but I'm going to repackage this juice. And let's put in 2 more cloths full. All the way back it off a little. Now what I'm going to do with this pulp, we don't throw it away. What we do with pulp, because we can get 10% more juice, is fold it into a tight ball, as I'm doing here. In both directions, advance that all the way. Now as you can see, I've repackaged the spent pulp, and what I did on 2 of these packages is I've doubled up the pulp because there was so little in there. So I'm going to put 2 of these in the press and press out the juice. When you repackage the pulp, it's very important that they go right in the center, centered left to right, centered front to back, adjust if need be, all the way back it off. Now as soon as I get traction, I'll advance that all the way. And as soon as we get juice flow, we'll advance that all the way. Now I repackage the pulp again one more time, and we have almost 7 ounces. That's a little more than 10% juice. So we'll clean the top before we press the water out. And then we'll put the cloths in the tray and into the press and press the water out. And there we go. And when we get droplets, we'll Stop the press, put the cloves in a plastic bag and into the freezer. Well, my friends, as you can see, we have 4 bottles of juice from that small batch of juice, and enough for a taste test. So the first thing I'm going to do is top these off with water. Alright, my friends, as you can see, we got 4 bottles of juice from that small batch, plus a little for a taste test. Definitely mostly carrot, but I can taste a little bit of cucumber, the beets, sweetens it up a little bit, and a trace of the other ingredients. Well, my friends, I hope you like what you've seen, and if you do, please tell a friend. If you'd like to telephone me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. See you in the next video.